for all my life. They say I'm a failure, end up in jail, I ain't proving right. My mama, she told me before, son, you get I understood, but I ain't see the vision. A nigga kept going, and now I'm winning. Some people I put my trust in, try to fuck with my image. Oh no, you didn't. Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't over this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up for nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.
Yeah, I ain't playing with your ass. Nigga, I ain't playing with your ass. You chasing greatness. You got greatness talking to you. Become great.
Yo. Rize Podcast family, what it do, what it is, how y'all feeling? Hope everybody had a great day. Having a great day today, man. Listen, hell of a weekend for boxing, man. Hell of a weekend for boxing. Boxing is great, but hate to say it, I think Jake Paul and Mike Tyson not only just made a statement, but I think Jake Paul issued a challenge. Over 60 million views on Netflix. All you need is a subscription? I don't know. Yeah, let's get into a 5-time champ, 3 different weight divisions. The hard-hitting, devastating punches, Gervonta Tank Davis. Redesigning minds, one mind at a time. You know, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Under Armour, thanks for all you do for the gym and the community. Man, appreciate you. Shout out to EOE, Education Over Everything. Shout out to Bad Girls Promotion, Miss Olivia Pope, Coach Brandy, Coach Drea. Shout out to all the volunteers, all the parents, uncles, godparents, fighters, amateurs, pros. They're coming to that gym each and every day, man, helping make the gym go round, man. Oh man, it's really a beautiful thing to see that Baltimore Ape squad. Shout out to Box Raw. We're gonna give them another shout out, but shout out to Box Raw, man. They got that ring, both of them, the big ring, the little ring. Then the gym, the city came through, painted the gym black and red. So you got the black and red on the walls, then you got the black and red on the ring. Oh my gosh, man. So shout out to all the Baltimore Ape squad. Shout out to the little Pee Wee. Shout out to Coach Josh, man. He been holding it down. You know what I mean? All the coaches, Coach Day, Coach Marquise, Coach Speedy. My God, that's inedible, man. I remember that text I got, man. He gave little my little book bag with some gloves, and then he said, man, I don't think I'm leaving. You know what I mean? That felt good. You know what I mean? Giving them them gloves. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to Coach Speedy, man, doing this thing. That wheelchair ain't stopping nothing, my God. I love to see it, man. I love to see you moving. Last but not least, man, y'all can say it with me once again, man. Box Raw. What's going on? Daryl Hopkins. I mean, I get it. On some people played perfectly. Some people played it was different. But you gotta understand, with all those viewers at one time, that's a lot. You know what I mean? So that's more so the problem. I mean, it was a lot of eyes. A lot of people was tuning in. That in the boxing business is a good thing because that means they crashed the service. You know what I mean? I remember when Tank and Ryan fought. You know what I mean? After the fight, everybody was smiling and happy, and I was asking the guy, you know what I mean, like, how do we do? He like, man, the service crashed. The last time they did that, Floyd was fighting. I think it was a pack fight. Well, you know what I mean? It was like, we know we did over 1 million buys, you know what I mean? But now you got Jake Paul and Netflix, MVP Promotions. They come through, they rock with Netflix, you know what I mean? Everybody say stay in your own lane. You know what I mean? He stayed in his own lane. He ain't go to PBC. He ain't go to Amazon Prime. He went to Netflix, man. He put on a fire card. Now, understand this. The Mike Tyson, Jake Paul aspect of it, you can say what you want. But all the fights leading up to it, oh my gosh. You got Shushu on there doing this thing, Mario Barrios and Ramos. Oh my gosh. Barn burner. That Mario Barrios fight making got Tank's resume looking extra good. You know what I mean? Because that was a hell of a fight. Then you got the women on there, Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor too. You can pick who you want to win. You know what I mean? I think Amanda should have got it, but hey, that's neither here nor there. One hell of a fight. You know what I mean? So outside of the Mike and Jake Paul, the card was fire. You know what I mean? And the Mike and Jake Paul was to get eyes on the fight to have all them fights leading up to it. And people was tuned in from the undercard, not just for the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. What's up, Coach?
What's up?
What's going on? So you know what I mean? That card was fire. How you feeling today, Coach? How I go up the track?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, Coach.
I don't know why that shit chopping up.
That's that prepaid you got.
Man, every time I come on here, it chop up.
That's something you do. Mill City must have put the code in. So you know what I mean? What's going on though?
Just got off the track with them.
Okay, how I go up there today? How they looking? They
ran good, man. They ran pretty good.
You was out there looking like a black John Wick last night too, Coach. Man, that wasn't no 3X sweatsuit you had on last night. That was tailor fit right there.
Yes, sir. I just enough room to keep my gadgets on me.
I know one thing, you know, Coach Kenny, they ain't gonna be too far.
And they ain't far, you know that.
Yeah, man.
It was a good thing last night, though.
No, and congratulations to you, Coach Calvin and Coach Steve, for getting the award. Matter of fact,
I appreciate it, man. It's for the team, man. Teamwork make the dream work. I wish Hunt was in town.
Every day, all day.
You know,
every day. That was a nice though, because you know what I mean. I just went to an event last week and I was like, man, I wanted to dress up. So even just having that opportunity to be able to, you know what I mean, put that shit on.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? That's always a good feeling. I forgot my belt, so I had to run grab one on the way. And the lady was like, man, where you going at to a wedding? I was like, no, I'm going to a little event. She's like, dressed up like that? Last person I seen dress up was my father. Like, young people don't dress up like that no more. I was like, oh no, I'm like, this what you do. She's like,
you put it on, you can shop, boy. I'm like, damn.
Appreciate it. She's like, it's real. You know what I mean? Hey, I man, listen, I enjoyed last night, man. I appreciate y'all for inviting me and having me there. You know what I mean? Definitely a nice event.
Teamwork make the dream work, man.
All day long, man. What's your thoughts on the fight? What's your thoughts on Jake Paul and Netflix and MVP promotions in the card?
Hey, look, man, I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of people, when Jake Paul first started, I thought he was fucking crazy. But you know what he doing, man? He doing shit that the promoters that's been in the game for 30, 40 years ain't doing. He getting people other than Al Heyman. He getting people paid, man.
Coach, I want you to turn.
The fucking girls made 10 million, 6 million.
I gotta get you turned from that window. The lights are out that window.
Hold up. Let me move to another seat. Yeah, I said the women got paid what they deserve, you know?
Yeah, I mean that's the beautiful part of it, because like he's been Daisy Green was on the card too. How could I forget you? My fault, Queen. He's been making sure. That's one thing I will say about. He's been making sure that people has been getting paid.
Man, one thing about boxers, man, they blood, sweat, and tears. They deserve every dime they get, and you got people coming in the game with this shiesty attitude. Get a fighters that they get paid, but give them the least amount you can pay them. And they deserve every dime, man.
With a cut
like
man,
that, Jake Paul making it happen. Fuck what people think. He getting fighters paid what they deserve to get paid.
And that's the beautiful thing about it, like, you know what I mean? Because I get it. People, he might be raping the game, whoop, 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 but he putting that money in the hands of the fighters. You know what I mean? He getting his cut, of course, but he's making sure them fighters getting taken care of. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
that's what it's about, man. But far as him and Mike Tyson, man, it went the way it was supposed to go, man. You know, Tyson's almost 60 years old. He's 27. I just thank God Mike Tyson. Well, ain't none of them get hurt, you know.
I think that fight did exactly what it was supposed to do.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like it brought over 60 million viewers to check out that card from start to finish. So I think, you know what I mean?
Look, they broke the internet. It kept on buffering and shit.
Yeah, so I think they did a hell of a job. Like, people gotta understand, like, he gave the people something. You got to see Mike Tyson in the ring. And I mean, shoot, like, just I want to try to get Shushu on here, because just think about it. That's all he talk about is Mike. So imagine being on the card with your idol.
Squeeze came on. It chopped up again.
Oh Lord, what's going on, Squeeze?
What's up, Chad?
Imagine you get the fight on the card with your idol. Yeah, he might be past his prime, but you know what I mean. Brownsville on the same card.
I lost you, Graylin.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
No, it's chopping up.
You might gotta go out and come back in. Coach Squeeze broke the internet. Huh? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh yeah, so I think, like I said, that fight did what it was supposed to do. You know what I mean? It brought the attention to that card. You know what I mean?
No, it's chopping up again. It was going smooth for a minute.
You gonna blame Squeeze? I ain't gonna let you blame my guy Sunday. I ain't gonna let you do that to my guy, man.
Damn.
Now you gonna blame Squeeze. What's going on, Squeeze? How you like them fights this weekend?
Y'all can go ahead and chop it up, though.
Good.
I appreciate you rocking with us. Hey, Coach, let me ask you one question.
Hold,
Coach Kenny. Coach Kenny. Can you hear me?
You chopping up, Graylin.
I need to ask you one question before you get off. Can you hear me?
I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Coach Kenny. Could you have it close that eye? That
sound like you playing a guitar, man. I don't understand what you're saying.
All right, I get you on here. I get you on here tomorrow then. What's going on, champ? How you feeling, man?
Don't chop up on Mill Cities.
I told him that too. I think Mill City put the code in.
Mill City shit be clean as I be wondering, is that Kenny on there?
I don't know where he get it from. Hey, how you like them fights this weekend?
Spectacular.
What you think? What's your thoughts on Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor?
I don't know what happened with that. I thought that she did more than enough to win. I just couldn't believe when she didn't get the nod. I don't know what the hell they was watching, but it was Katie was fighting dirty and shit. I'm surprised she didn't get no points deducted.
She got 1 point we deducted, I thought.
She did?
I believe so, if I ain't mistaken.
Yeah, because that's how bad Serrano was putting those hands on her. She had to go to dirty tactics to trying to slow down the assault that Serrano was administering. But hell of a fight. Hell of a fight.
What you think about the whole production, the whole card?
Great card. They did he got his promoter's hat on. You know, he young guy, 20, Jake Paul 27, 28 years old. He got his promoter's hat on, and he's still young, working at it, the promotion thing. And he eating too, so 2 paychecks in one night ain't a bad thing. But I think a lot of people was pissed off.
Pissed off at what? So what would you have been pissed off about?
I'm pissed off that he should have found an opponent for Mike Tyson in his age barrier or age group to fight him on his card instead of him fighting him. Like, it's like, really, for me, that's the hump that broke the camel's back to me. Like, yo, come on, yo. You fighting your great grandfather? Come on, man.
So now let me ask you this question. Right? Because we always talk about it on here, and we always talk about, well, the fighter signed a contract. Mike, so whatever the reason was, Mike Tyson signed a contract, and he got paid very nice for it. He made at least $20 million. Who knows if he get a back end or however the rest of it, but he made $20 million, and he agreed to fight him. So is Jake Paul wrong?
No, see the thing, he signed the contract, yeah, but I can't give him no respect, yo. I can't give him no respect for that, man. You fight somebody that give me something. Give me something that, like, but I understand what he doing. If you can rob the game, go ahead.
Now let me ask you this question, because you know what I mean, we chopping it up, right? He gave you look at all the fights he gave you before they hit the main ring. That card was fire, right or right?
Yeah.
So he gave you one hell of a fight card. And he gave you what you needed to tune in to see what he got going on. He gave you I'm Mike Tyson in the ring one last time. You know what I mean? Maybe his last time in the ring. And it brought all the attention that it needed to be from his aspect of what he's a YouTuber. And he understands the algorithm, like we always talk about, understanding the algorithm and understanding how to get people to buy into what you got going on. And he did exactly that with Mike Tyson. He paid everybody accordingly. Only people that are complaining. Oh, I don't know. But the fighters that walked to the ring that night, all of them happy. You know what I mean? They got paid, you know what I mean? He's known for paying his fight as well. So even if we saying that Jake Paul is raping the game, he's still putting the money back in the hand of the boxers.
Yeah, so when you say that, we can't be biased when other people try to do it. If we gonna sugarcoat what he doing, we gotta sugarcoat what everybody doing then.
I didn't sugarcoat anything. I just told you exactly what he's doing.
No, like I said, if that saying that you said counting for him, it gotta count for everybody when they do. So we gotta look at it. We gotta look at it at the same lens.
So what do you want? Who do you want it to account for?
What you mean? Like what you saying?
You said it gotta account for everybody. So who do you want it to?
Yeah, like whoever is in the position and putting together these cards, the top ranks get criticized. The zones, Dazens, whatever the hell that name is, get criticized. All the other entities get criticized when they put together a certain type of card and match up certain fighters. I'm just saying, make it an even playing field. I wouldn't glorify him and then everybody else you chastise him.
I'm not glorifying him. I'm just saying my question. That's why the original
ain't nothing wrong with. Don't miss the point that I'm saying. Ain't nothing wrong with what he doing, but it's just that
you crazy, Blade.
People, if you gonna give him a pass in the same aspect, you gotta give everybody else a pass when they do it. Floyd got criticized second half of his career.
Oh man, they love hate, but they stay tuned to watch Floyd.
On a promotional tip, like
you know
what I mean. Jake did an excellent job. I'm not saying, but I'm just speaking on the people that's going to criticize, because you're gonna have the critics That's what open forum is all about. You'll never have everybody to agree on what you do. So I'm speaking for the ones that's going to bring up that situation.
Oh, we chopping it up, Squeeze. We chopping it. We not supposed to agree. You know what I mean? We gonna chop it up, and
I ain't talking about you. I'm talking
no,
a spectrum.
I know. That's what I said. We gonna chop it up though. We gonna chop it up.
That's not the you. That's talking on a spectrum.
Now,
For me, I'm proud of what he doing. He feeding a lot of people. They making their most money on his cards. Where you could be a boss and take care of everybody and everybody happy. She. I ain't mad at all on that tip. I'm glad he able. And I think down the line, 5 years, 10 years from now, if he keep up what he doing and is being successful, he probably could go down as one of the top promoters in the game.
I think now I like it. Like to what you were saying. I think now he didn't established it. Give us our real fight now. That's just where I'm at now. Like, okay, everybody's bought in. You know what I mean? Give us a real fight now. And so my question to you is, if he was to give us a real fight, who would you like it to be?
Anthony Durrell.
You thought about that all night last night. You had that one ready.
Anthony Durrell. I'll be perfect for him. Because Anthony Durrell going to test him. But we know Anthony Durrell, look later in his career from the wars, he a little chinny right now. But still a solid fighter, a legitimate fighter, a former world champion. That would be a big, major step up for him. And if he do Anthony Durrell dirty, then he'll get all the love and respect as becoming a legitimate fighter on that night. Even if he don't get his hand raised and give up a solid performance, I think people would say, yeah, he's here.
I know we talking boxing, but hold up, Squeeze. Point your hand one more time. Point your. No, you a little closer. Look, you shining there, boy. What's that on your finger? There, boy, you showing off. You got the bling for the camera. You done brought the ice out.
This special to me. My son that passed away gave this to me when he was 10 years old. He came home one day. I ain't gonna tell the business, but he ain't do the brush thing, but he came home, make a long story short and get off of it. And he say, I got something for you. He said, I got something for you, Bird. I said, what? He said, I found this ring, right? So I said, man, that's nice. I said, thanks, son. Like that, right? And it's crazy. This ring left over the years, 20 years I had this ring. I would move or misplace it. It always came back to me. And it's the real deal too. This not no fake joint right here. And his mother like, oh, give me that. Man, bye. See you. I hung the damn phone. Back it out my face. Why would I give you something he gave me? No, this is mine. And when I pass on, if you find it, you can have it.
Yeah, that thing caught my eye today. I was like, okay, yeah, I see you.
My son gave this to me, man. May rest in peace, man.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. It's good when we can have things attached memories.
This is very sentimental to me.
Yeah.
I done got it appraised and everything. Yeah.
Oh, you for real? Let me go get my brush.
I ain't getting rid of this.
I'm gonna get my brush. You ain't gonna have no choice.
Oh, my bad. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to my granddaughter, 1117. in the building. Scorpio season.
Okay, happy
Off
birthday,
the hook.
grandbaby.
I'm gonna be going to her birthday later on. She's doing a little something at Chuck E. Cheese. She had a little sleepover last night.
Okay.
Little
How old
party.
you think she turned?
4.
Okay. Happy birthday.
Been 4 years already.
Time fly, man.
Dang, 4, man.
That's how I felt when I turned around looking at them 16.
Yeah. 16 years.
Time.
All right, jump back on the mic. Come on, mix it up. Give me something. Come at me, champ.
Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor. Robbery, a good fight.
From my perspective, to answer your question blunt, I wouldn't use the word robbery in this case because I would just say the right person ain't get the nod.
So why you say the right person ain't get the nod? Then I'm the only reason why I chose robbery because that's what's floating on. You know what I mean? That's what's floating around. You know what I mean? They was releasing the punch stats. She outlanded the punches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was like, and I knew it was gonna be a dog fight from the last fight. You know what I mean? But I got to give it to both of them. They both are warriors in that ring. What you think about that cut that she got on her eye from Katie giving her them headbutts?
She needed Coach Ken.
That's what I wanted to ask him. Do you think he could have? What he could have done?
Was it above or low the eye?
It was right here, like right above it.
That's always in a bad place.
That's tough. You know what I mean? Because you got everything running from it. The sweat, the blood, you know what I mean? The tears. All of it going in that eye. But I believe
tough one. That's a tough one.
We gotta see a trilogy.
Yes. Oh, definitely.
We gotta see a trilogy. Mario Barrios, Abel Ramos.
Classic. Oh, but Javante fighting cab drivers.
That's my next question. So how does that fight maturate the look that makes Tank as far as Tank's resume?
He's still fighting cab drivers. He picking and choosing.
That was a dog fight.
Man, anybody that say that Tank resume is soft, let them get in the ring with them guys he got in there with, train and get in there with, and let me see how y'all fare. Mario Barrios was a dangerous damn fight.
I remember we was in that gym, that gym, me, you, and Mr. Leon.
Yeah. You remember that?
Me, you, and Mr. Leon, you know what I mean?
Me and Mr. Leon both ain't like it. I was scared.
Hey, how the new baby doing?
I think he come home today. I gotta make my rounds. I gotta make my happy birthday, granddaughter.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Tell her say hi, Rize Podcast.
Hey, daughter. Hey, daughter.
They got some candy for you.
Mr. Senior speaking to you.
How you doing, daughter?
Look, come here. Say hi, Rocky Podcast.
That's my baby. I'ma see you later on. Tell him you going to Chuck E. Cheese.
I'm going to Chuck E. Cheese, y'all. I thought we were cousins, y'all.
Have fun. Enjoy your birthday. It's your special day today.
Say, I will.
Your hair looks pretty.
Say, dang.
All right, I'm gonna see y'all later. Love y'all.
Okay, like that.
All right, baby. I tell you, boy, Uncle Senior. Uncle Senior.
I don't know who lit up more, baby girl or you, Squeeze.
What happened?
I don't know who lit up more, baby girl or you. You lit up like a Christmas tree. When baby called, you know what I mean?
Yeah. They blessings, man. They carry your generation on, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your bloodline going, you know what I mean?
Bruce Carrington.
I didn't catch all this fight. I'm mad because I kind of dozed off and woke back up because my joint was buffering a little bit. But he pulled it out. You know what I mean? What you think? Did you see it?
No, man, listen. I went to the event with Coach Cal and them yesterday, so I missed the fights yesterday. I was gonna try to watch some highlights this morning, but I had to take baby girl to work.
Yeah.
And Friday night, I was taking care of some stuff, so I missed most of all the fights. I got to see the Tyson and Jake Paul. That was the last thing I got.
Yeah, busy. They say he put on a solid performance though.
Man, listen, Shoo. I you know what I really liked about Shoo? He got the fight on the card with Mike Tyson, and I know that was something that really did something for him. You know what I mean? I sent him my congratulations though. I talked to him on the ground. I was gonna try to get him on here, but I know normally with him, a couple of days he normally, you know what I mean, on take a little trip or something after he fights. So I ain't even bother. I'm gonna try to shoot for next week or something when I reach out to him again.
Shadeja Green won.
How she look?
I ain't get to see that, but they say she got the nod. Yo, you know how many fights we had this week? About 22.
Listen. It was a great weekend for boxing, man. That's what a great weekend for boxing. I gotta try to get caught up on all the fights. Go back and watch the highlights. You know, my boys play at 1, and they playing the Steelers. So you know what I mean. I ain't missing that. You know what I mean? Said she beat that white girl up.
Oh, that's what they said.
Yeah.
Ask him how impressive she looked.
How did she look? Let me see if I can. Hey, Squid had that all black on, looking like John Wick last night.
What you went out?
With Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny, Coach Steve. Let me see if I can pop it up for you real quick. Oh yeah, that's what. Did you catch the Tevin Farmer fight?
Yes.
What's your thoughts? I need it.
Yes. Hell of a fight, and I think Tevin did enough to win.
But do you think, you know what I mean, because of the powers that be, you know what I mean, he didn't get that? That's the reason why he keep having these issues.
Having what issue?
Like not getting a nod.
I could reel off at least 3 Tevin Farmer fights from the past and last night. But you asked me about last night. I don't know, man. I don't know. He was spectacular. He put on a hell of a show. I don't know what they watching.
Check this one out, Squeeze. Check this out, Squeeze. You see it, Squeeze?
Not yet. Ain't pop up yet. Daggone slow internet in here. Okay. Where y'all was at, champ?
Oh, Martin's West. That's Mama B in the middle. That's Keith. That's Keith. Kyrie, father Keith.
Yeah.
That's his grandmother, Mama B. She do a yalla every year for her organization, highlighting the youth and the troubled risk youth that she sent kids to college, help a lot of kids. She was giving out awards last night, and Coach Kenny, Coach Steve, and Coach Calvin got one last night.
Oh, that's what's up,
for the work they do in the community. I got to see my old principal, Dr. Bunley. He was in there, man. He was like, boy. And it's crazy because he's like, man, I just met your son this morning because he was out at the rec and he was talking to my mother. And he was like, man, I just met your son this morning. He was like, boy, you came a long way, man.
Yeah, y'all was sharp.
Shout out to Dr. Bunley, man. Yeah. So
y'all was sharp as a tack, yo. Y'all look like Paul Burns. Nah, y'all look this sharp.
Yeah, so What's your Tevin Farmer? Talk to me. The fight.
Spectacular performance. Tevin put on a hell of a show. He brought everything with him. Slick. Letting his hands go. He sent Zepeda to the canvas with a counter left over the top because both of them were southpaws. The only thing Tevin did wrong was not to jump on him and finish him after that, because that was he caught him over the top with that.
Okay, who else fought on that card? Oh no, I seen some of that fight. I seen Gabriel Smith. That's his name. I think I seen the last fight on that card. I think I made it home and seen the last fight on that card.
That was a barn burner. Zepeda and Tevin Farmer. That was a barn burner. Yeah, that was a barn burner, yo. I think Tevin did enough, man. I think he did enough. Zepeda, what happened? He got knocked down. I wonder, was that a 10-8 round? Because I don't know, man. I don't know what the hell they was looking at. I think I had Tevin winning that.
You had Tevin winning that?
Yeah. Yeah.
What would that have? What would that win have to do for Tevin, you think?
That win would have
brought
Tevin a title shot. Didn't he have a belt, Zepeda, or
versus who?
Any of the top dogs and at 135.
You see that Zerdo versus Smith fight?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh my gosh! Listen, caution to the wind. You talking about you want a slug match? They beat the shit out of each other yesterday.
Dang.
From what I seen, they beat the shit out of each other yesterday. Good.
There was a lot of boxing on this weekend.
This week, man, they keep talking about boxing dead. Excuse me, XYZ. Man, this weekend, it was nothing but fights on. I caught some of the highlights, but I gotta go back and check out all the fights. I was trying to Friday. I was getting trying to get my shooting shit ready.
Yeah.
I like my shit to sit and fit a certain way. I don't want
you ain't got to tape it or something.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that everybody look. You know what I mean? I want my shit to be custom. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
You know what I mean? So that bitch look like, you know what I mean? My grandmother don't. Coach Senior, how you feel about seeing Mike like that? Listen, what's going on, Hunter on the Hunt?
Yeah, you ain't asked me about that one yet.
I got you. I don't think our super chat or cash app is working. I gotta make sure. I don't know what's going on. Ain't nothing been hit. But for me, first and foremost, I gotta understand that Mike Tyson signed up to fight. Whatever the reason was, he signed up to fight and he agreed to it. How did I like seeing him like that? I felt like I felt in the Errol Spence fight, Errol Spence versus Bud fight. And I say I felt like that because I think the damage could have been a lot worse in that fight from Jake Paul. You know what I mean? I think he could, you know what I mean? It could have been worse, but you know what I mean? He took it easy and respected who he had in the ring, who he's in the ring with, and appreciated the moment. So how do I feel? I appreciate what that card did. You know what I mean? I knew it wasn't going to be, I didn't think it was going to be a knockout. You know what I mean? But I appreciate what that card did for boxing. I like seeing boxers, people get paid, especially the women. I hope Mike said he might try to do it again. I hope he done with it right there.
Unless he fighting somebody in his age group, an old legend.
Yeah, I mean,
he ain't had no legs under.
Listen,
it brought tears to my eyes. I was in the tears.
I think. You know what fight I would love to see again? If you want to put him in there with an old guy,
Mike.
No, Holyfield and Tyson. You know what I mean? They buddies now, they friends now. Go ahead for old time's sake.
Yeah, but
we working?
Evander say he ain't dealing with that no more. Evander looked good. Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. Miss Melody Queen, 27, one of the best moderators in the game. Pound for pound, great. Thanks for the color in the chat. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the Rize Podcast. Cash App, $ GEESSUS. $ Coach Squeeze. Support. Get your merch on the RizePodcast.com.
Appreciate you, Michelle. Your guy in the building, Squeeze. You got to bring your guy in. I can't bring him in like you do.
All right, y'all. Making his 19th legendary performance. One of the pound for pound up and coming prospects of the podcast world, but at the 19 appearances on the Rize Podcast, he's a contender now. He's undefeated, pound for pound great, the legendary, the myth, the legend, brother Ant McQueen in the building.
What's going on, Ant? How you feeling, champ?
I feel like $1 million, man.
Like you ready to make a ring
be
walk.
raising my spirits, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Come on, man.
Hey, you only live once, and you gotta get a love where it's reciprocated at.
For real, man. Appreciate that.
Man, you welcome, man. You welcome. If I ain't mess with you, it just would be Ant, y'all. That's how I would bring you. Ant, y'all. Ant on here. All right, go at him, senior. Go at him.
No, I still got what was your thoughts on the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul? How you felt about it? You still wanted me to ask you, Squeeze?
I was hurt. I didn't expect Mike to come out there with noodle legs. It just hurted me to see that. And I was like, please don't hurt him. I was like, more so like, if you hurt him, I would have found Jake Paul and went at him. You know what I mean? Why you hit my uncle like that? I was hurt, Sing.
What's your thoughts on that fight, Ant McQueen?
Oh, it was a spectacle, man. It was a spectacle. It was pretty much what I expected it to be. It's what I expected it to be. They was gonna go out there, get some cardio in, move around for a couple rounds. Once they announced that it was gonna be the 2-minute rounds, 14-ounce gloves, and all that stuff, I pretty much had an idea of how it was gonna go. Wasn't mad at it though. The main thing is this though. They shone the light on all those other fighters. That's the beautiful thing. We had some real fights on the card. That was going over people's head, man.
That's what I'm taking for. They both of them, you know what I mean? They played their part and got all those eyes on those fighters on that card yesterday because people wasn't tuned in just for the main event. They was tuned in from start to finish.
Yo, we was over there on Just Do channel. We was calling the fights during the prelims. And at one point, man, it was like over 800,000 people watching live on YouTube between the Netflix sports page and the MVP page on YouTube. They had them joints running concurrent. I said, God damn, it's 700,000 people watching Shoo fight right now. That's crazy. And that's the prelims.
So think about what that did for Shoo. You know what I mean?
That's what I was looking at. Then you see all the numbers dwindling in real time because everybody making the migration from YouTube over to Netflix. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Barrios, yeah, my man 23 is right. That Barrio fight was a banger. Serrano Taylor, even with all the controversy, another banger. But for those fighters to get that type of exposure, you know, that was the awesome thing. And also seeing the production. The production was spot on. I like what they were doing, where they had the fighters' accolades up on the screen, moving around throughout the arena and all that stuff. It was just A1 from start to finish. And I feel like that's a glimpse into the future, you know, to take it kind of back to the past. The OGs like Squeeze, man, they was watching championship fights on ABC, Wide World of Sports. You wouldn't have to come out, you know what I mean, come out of pocket pay-per-view to see Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier. You know what I mean? This is on TV. Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvin Hagler. This is on TV. But you know what it was? They was also running the advertising game back then too. It's like, yo, the viewership. You got the viewership up, then you get the money from the advertisers and so on and so forth. And you ain't got to worry about no pay-per-view. And that's what we just seen on Saturday. 60 million people tuned in. It was to the point where the servers was crashing. You ain't never seen Netflix glitch like that.
See,
never seen that happen.
That's my point. Like, he showed them a different way. That's why my initial thing in the title did Jake Paul and Netflix just challenge boxing, because he showed them it's a different way. We don't always got to necessarily go the pay-per-view route, but you also got to give people something they want to see so they can tune in. Over 60 million views from start to finish. Like you just said, 800,000. You know what I mean?
On YouTube, 800,000. Crazy.
Come on. And they was just look at what he just did. You know what I mean? Everything don't gotta be everything don't gotta be pay-per-view. He just showed that it's possible. And people, that's why I say, how do I feel about the Mike Tyson thing? I'm not just looking at just Mike Tyson in the ring. I'm looking at what he brought to the table also. Because like we always talk about, you got to have that dance partner. And I just think, like, you know what I mean, Mike, for what he symbolizes and stand for, that was a perfect dance partner. And the card was fire. That, man, people be like, man, well, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know about Jake Paul, but his cards, you know what I mean? I want to see the next one.
He got gravity, man. That's the thing about the dance partner. You got to have somebody that got some gravity, got some drawing power. They can bring eyes to the screen. But also what it highlighted was the importance of building up a profile. That's what it comes down to. You can be the best fighter in the world, but if you don't have no profile, you don't have no cachet, you're not captivating the interests of the general public, then it doesn't matter. It's like that damn tree that fell in the forest. Did it make a sound? You know that old saying, if a tree falls in the forest and nobody's around to hear it. So I think that's the other thing that you got to get back to with boxing, is finding other avenues and means to promote these fighters. I was just watching old Sugar Ray Leonard 7-Up commercials the other day. You know what I'm saying? Joe Frazier put out records on Motown Records. The first round knockout. They was finding all different kind of ways. They got all different kind of ways to boost these people's profile. Remember back in the days, like you would watch sitcoms, boxers would be making appearances.
Yeah.
Yo, the Wayans brothers had that episode with Hector Camacho on there. One of the most famous Martin episodes is the joint with Tommy Hearns, and Martin got lumped up. So they got to find ways to get back to that. You watch them old interviews with Ali. He's talking to Dick Cavett and this one and that one on the late night shows. He was even on there on BBC and doing real deal interviews. It's the power of the marketing. Mike Tyson with the Pepsi, the Nintendo, with this and that. Like, he was capturing the imagination of the public, man. And that's something that boxing has to get back to, because with every other sport, we see these guys, man. They're visible. They in Gatorade commercials. They in Nike commercials. That's why I was excited when I just saw that Shakur commercial. He's in that new Reebok commercial. I'm like, finally.
Man, listen. I don't mean to interrupt you. I don't mean to interrupt you, Ant. And I know that we talking boxing, but I got to give my guy some credit, because my guy, Lamar Jackson, got a Gatorade commercial. And that was long overdue. You know what I mean? For them to try to figure out how they was going to market him or get him, but he finally got his Gatorade commercial. So shout out to shout out to him.
But that's a great point, though, Senior, because you look at the football players. This dude's in football. You don't even got to watch the damn Dallas Cowboys to know who Dak Prescott is, because you probably seen him in the Campbell's chicken, the chunky soup commercial. With these boxes, like, if you ain't tuned all the way in, you may not know who they are. But with these other guys, it's like, oh, I seen him before. He was eating chunky soup. I seen him before. He was in a Nike commercial.
Mm-hmm. Give me one
Then you
second.
got these other shows that they doing now.
Give me 1 second, and let me pay these bills real quick.
The JBT is giving away a bag for the holidays. That's right, a bag for the holidays. We're holding a 50-50 raffle, and one lucky winner is going to win half of all the money collected. Entries are $5 each or 5 for $20. This raffle runs from now until December the 21st, and the winner will be announced on December 21st, immediately following the Alexander Usyk Tyson Fury heavyweight bout. So, cash app your entries to $JBT Network 1. That's $JBT Network 1. So enter early, enter often, and remember, one lucky winner will be awarded half of all the money collected. Another great contest brought to you by the JBT, Curtis Sewell, Treasurer.
Appreciate you. My bad. Ain't gotta pay the bills, man. Y'all know Christmas coming around. You know what I mean? You might need some extra money in your pocket. You can get one raffle for $5, or you can spend $20 and get $5. Make it up to you, man. Shout out to the JBT.
Gotta pay them bills, man. And Big Dre, man, he been phenomenal with these commercials. That brother's super duper professional, man. Like, I need him to just narrate my life, like just going to the supermarket. There goes Ant buying cat food for his cats. Friskies. That brother be on point with them damn voiceovers, man. He be doing.
No, he got some competition. Squeeze ran off the raffle the other day. Let me. I
gotta see this because I know Squeeze.
Go ahead, Squeeze. There you go, Squeeze. You say you did it better. Go ahead, Squeeze. Can't hear you. Put your ears on.
Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. All right, y'all, we got to go to a commercial break. Hey, guys, it's the JBT is back at it again. It's raffle time. The 50-50 raffle, it starts now. Enter for your chance to win. Send $5 for a single entry or $20 for 5 entries via Cash App to the JB Network 1.
Oh no, Squeeze might get you that.
Subject line raffle 1. Winner will be announced. I repeat, winner will be announced December the 21st. You can't win if you don't enter. Good luck.
Oh, you let me find out.
The finger point. Come on, man.
Squeeze.
I loved it, man. That was
Marcel
fantastic.
Trace, that's how Squeeze talked to the white man at work. No, man, but all in all, man, we sitting here chopping it up. Great show today. Shout out to Squeeze. Shout out to Coach Kenny for coming on. Your thoughts on boxing as a whole from just this weekend, because we had fights Friday. I'm starting to like these Friday night fights too. You know what I mean? We're gonna get fire cards like that. I like Friday night fights, just my opinion. And I like some of these early cards we'll be getting where we still can, you know what I mean? We get boxing early.
Thank you, senior. Thank you, senior, bro. Like, I'm only but 36, but I feel like I'm getting too damn old to be staying up to watch these fights. I was trying to catch some of that UFC last night because John Jones was on.
Oh, man.
He ain't getting in the octagon until like 1 a.m. I was like, bro, I fell asleep, woke up, he still wasn't on, fell back asleep, woke up. I like those Rize season cards. I know some people, they don't be crazy about Inoue when he be fighting in Japan because the card started at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., but I'd rather that. Wake up, have a cup of coffee, maybe some eggs, some oatmeal or something like that, and catch the boxing. All that staying up until midnight and 1 a.m., 2 a.m. to catch the main event. I'm over it sometimes, man. So I'm with you, see.
I like the early Jones. I'm feeling you.
And I still had time to watch the Knicks on Friday. I'm like, man, by the time the fights was going off, the Knicks was like in like the first, second quarter, something like that. I'm like, thank you. Thank you. So they was on point with that.
So do you think
That's another thing? Oh, let me say this before I forget, Senior. That's another thing. Speaking of the Friday fights, that's got to become a mainstay in boxing once again. Like how you used to have the ESPN Friday night fights or the HBO boxing after dark or the show box. You need a show that's bigger than the events themselves, something that's constant. Because the one thing about fandom in other sports is there's a certain level of continuity and consistency because we root for teams and organizations. After Lamar Jackson retired, you still going to be a Baltimore Ravens fan. You're going to be a Baltimore Ravens fan for the rest of your life, probably. I've been a New York Giants fan my whole life, New York Knicks fan my whole life. Whether we had Moochie Norris at the point guard or Greg Anthony, now we got Jalen Brunson. I'm going to always be a Knicks fan. But with boxing, you're following a single guy. What do you do after that guy retires? And it's like, how do you sell the event? So they got to get back to doing the show box, the Friday night fights. I like what they're doing over at Pro Box Wednesday night, where it's not just about these particular fighters. It's about the show itself. So you're going to tune in. Regardless of who's fighting, you're going to tune in faithfully. Now, some guys, they might boost the viewership a little bit more than others, but the main thing is having a consistent show. It's like this right here with the Rize podcast. Folks know, regardless of what you're talking about, whether you're talking about Jake Paul and Netflix, whether you're talking about Liam Powell versus Africa, where you 12 o'clock Sunday, you're going to be here. During the week, 9 o'clock, you're going to be here regardless, because you guys are a mainstay. You got a show, you got continuity. That's what we need with boxing, with these shows, continuity. You look at every other sport, that's what they got, continuity. Football, every Monday, you already know, primetime football, 8 o'clock. On Sundays, the game starts at 1 o'clock. You're going to see them games, and they got the 4:30 time slot. Then they got the 8 o'clock time slot on Sundays. You got Monday, Thursday, Sunday. Continuity. Boxing, it don't seem like we got that. It's just, they just post a date. All right, we're going to tune in on this day. They post a date. We're going to tune in on this Saturday. But they got to have something that's high frequency and with regularity. And I feel like that will also help the sport too.
Yeah, H Money, what's happening? I interviewed him at the first Philly Boots David Evans-Sneesian fight. You know what I mean? I dropped the interview up already with Andy Cruz. Andy Cruz I was ready to repurpose the interview for something else I got going on. Talking about the Keyshawn, talking about Keyshawn and stuff. So I might re-drop it later on today. Hey man. Boxing is in a good place. You know what I mean? We just gotta fit, because all the fighters want to fight. You know what I mean? People, they want to fight. We just gotta
ask Ant, I ain't hear you if I missed it. Did you ask Ant about Tevin Farmer fight Cepeda? What do you think?
Not yet. Good point. Ant McQueen, Tevin Farmer, Cepeda. What's your thoughts?
Tevin Farmer came to fight, man. I was a little bit nervous because that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? Never too late. I love Tevin Farmer because I think I like Tevin Farmer's character even more than I like his boxing ability. For a guy to get off to the start that he did in his career, most people would have folded. They would have packed it up and went home. They would have took their ball and went home. Tevin Farmer racked up a couple of early losses. He ain't pack it up, man.
I forgot nephew's name. What's nephew's name? I forgot. I know you named him after a singer. Miles, that's it. Miles, what's up, nephew?
Miles Davis. Yo, bro, where your shirt at? You don't know.
Them guns.
He got the 6-pack out. Boy, better be careful. Police gonna get you for them guns out.
But yo, his perseverance, man, is like it's something different, yo. It's something different.
You think
But
the
it's
power
got
of
a
boxing getting in the way of his career?
absolutely. He's because he's not in the plans. Here's the thing though. It shows just how credible of a talent that he is, that they keep lining him up. They just did it with Morataya. You want to see where Morataya is at? Throw him in there with Tevin Farmer. If you can handle him in impressive fashion, you might be on to something. They just tried it with Zepeda. You know this is supposed to be an audition for Shakur Stevenson. We're gonna see how he look against a slick southpaw, defensive southpaw. We're gonna throw him in there, see how he look. And he made both of them guys look a little bit questionable. I ain't gonna lie. That fight with Morataya, in my personal opinion, Raymond Morataya, good up and coming talent, dynamic, got speed, power, all that good stuff. But I feel like he got a little bit of a gift. I felt like that point deduction was bogus as hell. It seemed like they were trying to help him, but you got to follow the money. Tevin Farmer's same age as me. He ain't in the plans for these guys. It's about the other guys. The guys that's 25, 26, 27 years old. We got to build these guys up. And this guy is supposed to be a stepping stone on to the next level. But, yo, I was a little bit gutted for him, man. I ain't going to lie. I was a little bit gutted for him because I felt like he gave a tremendous performance. I just wish he had a little bit more in the tank in the final round because he rocked Zepeda. I thought he was going to put him on his back pockets again. Dropped him in, what was that, the 4th or the 5th or something like that. Then in the 10th, he caught him with like a nice 3 straight right hands and looked a little bit spent. I'm like, I just wish he had a little bit more. I feel like they gave Zepeda the fight based on the volume. It was the volume.
Look at Squeeze. You look at Squeeze. You singing Squeeze number right now, Ant.
Because I'm right there with Squeeze, man. I'm lockstep with him. I didn't feel like the volume won him the fight. Tev had the cleaner work, but you know how it goes.
What's on your mind, Squeeze?
I couldn't hold my breath no longer. I was waiting for you to ask me. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. No. Not in my house. I think that Tevin did more than enough. He initiated the pace back and forth, but I think what I saw from what somebody said is different angles. It's the judges that's at the fight. It's the people that's on the commentating booth watching the fight. That's 2 different angles. Then you got the angle of us at home watching it. We can see all the angles. I think Tevin Farmer clearly beat Zepeda, but Tevin ain't the bag. Zepeda is. They didn't want to drop the bag. I get it. Because with a Zepeda and Shakur Stevenson fight, everybody going to eat more than a Tevin Farmer and Shakur Stevenson. So I get it. But Tevin looked so impressive last night. I'm proud of him. I love me some Tevin Farmer. Always was rooting for Tevin Farmer, and I'm going to continue to.
Big facts, Squeeze. Big facts. You hit the money. You hit it right on the money. Tevin Farmer is just not in the plans. He said it in the post-fight press conference. He ain't signed to either one of them guys. You know what I'm saying? And then you hear the rumblings about the Golden Boy versus Matchroom 5v5. It's like, how the hell do you pull that off without a Shakur Stevenson Zepeda fight? They already talking about Boots versus Virgil Ortiz.
My bad, man.
Nah. I'm sharing the frustration with you, man. I'm sharing the frustration with you. And it's a shame that we got to put our business hats on and think like that. But I mean, it's clear as day. Zepeda is where the bag is. We seen it a couple fights ago with Rocky Hernandez and O'Shaquie Foster. They had that man down 11-0 on the card. You mean to tell me he ain't win a single round versus Rocky Hernandez and had to rely on a walk-off knockout in the damn 12th round to win that fight? There's no way you could watch that fight and tell me
you were
O'Shaquie
saying that's
Foster ain't win one
Javante
round.
Tank Davis-ish? a walk-off home run, Javante Tank Davis just walk off, 12th round. Hey, when it all fails and done, when you got that neutralizer, it could an atomic bomb can happen, and if you give it time.
Facts. But it is what it is. I mean, I think Zepeda and Shakur, I think it's an exciting fight. But
Shakur gonna box circles around.
yeah. I initially had my concerns about that. I had concerns about Zepeda's body attack, but seeing him yesterday and just like with the hand speed, he threw that lazy jab, what's the encounter right over the top. I'm like, yeah, I think Shakur is gonna be a little bit too much for him. He's gonna be a little bit too much for him. He's just a little too irresponsible. And I feel like maybe if he starts trying to button it up, and it might take away a little bit of what makes him dangerous. It's like, because he got to be reckless to be dangerous, it seems like he don't walk that fine line of recklessness and not recklessness, but aggression and responsibility. Because them shots that Tevin was hitting him with,
I think he'd pick his teeth with him. He too flat-footed. Reach a lot. It's solid. C+ fighter to me.
With an A+ engine. Because that dude could go. I'm like, I don't know what he's doing for the cardio. I seen there's a little bit of speculation, but I don't want to put any smut on that man's name as far as whatever may have contributed to his gas tank.
Still, well, oh Lord, they starting with this dumb shit. Yeah, man, Smoothie King, right back at you, my brother from another mother. What up, baby? BVO, I gotta bring him over to the wild side. Teofimo homeboy right here. TV, thanks, champ, for the color in the chat. Salute back, champ. Bing. Appreciate you, champ. Happy Sunday to you. Closing arguments, Ant.
Same thing as always, Squeeze. Well, first and foremost, let me say this. Appreciate the warm welcome every time I come on here, man. You really be tugging at my heartstrings, man. I gotta reciprocate the love. Hold on, let me put the hearts on the screen. Let me see if we could bring it on the screen. Wait, where's my hearts on the screen? Hold on. This for my guy right here. This for my dog. That's for you, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a love fest in here, man.
You got to get
love
me
is
on.
in
You got to get me on. We got to have a special segment.
I gotta send a link. I gotta send a link to Senior.
Yeah, the title gotta be
right.
My
liaison.
The title gotta be right. We're gonna do our thing. We're gonna have to cook up something.
Pick up. Let's.
You might out. Oh, there you go.
I had an idea for a little piece of content, because as y'all know, I always got to show y'all the notebook every time I'm on here. These are all the fights that Coach Kenny done gave me.
Yeah, we're gonna come up with something spicy. Send me the title name, and then I can start doing my homework on it, and we'll come up with a spicy title to bring them in. The bite.
Man, I just want to just watch the fights, and let's just highlight some things. If you see something, we jog it back.
That'll work.
Hey, I appreciate y'all, Coach Kenny, Coach Louise, Ant, for jumping on, man. My closing arguments, man. Everybody have a good week. Do something good for somebody, and don't tell nobody, man. Just do something nice for somebody. Brighten up somebody else's day. Whether you tell them they pretty, whether you buy somebody something to eat, send somebody flowers or something, do something nice for somebody, and then tell them to pass it along, man. That's my thing for the day, man.
My closing arguments, be safe. And I'm a little different. it ain't that you bragging about it, but it's good to let the world know you doing good acts. I don't think really a lot of people say that. I don't know they don't mean no harm, but I think you should let the world know the good that you doing. Cause that all I turn the TV on, all I see is bad. They letting us know about the bad.
Right.
Why I can't put on the TV about the good that's happening when they do stuff for the communities, the homeless, feeding the hungry, clothing people, helping people with their bills. I don't see nothing wrong with sharing and letting the world know about some good acts, because I think people need to see it. And when you don't talk about it or show it, it's not resonating that you doing good exist anymore in the world. So I'm for, it's a difference between bragging about it and being braggadocious and really showing the people this is what love looks like. Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. Milton Doobie, thanks for the color in the chat. Squeeze, good to see you back, and you the real deal. Appreciate you. God bless you. It's Aunt McQueen, All Access International, Lip Ball Swami, and the Rize Podcast. Right back at y'all with another one. Peace.
Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Nietzsche in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't over this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah, yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.